Hey YouTube, we are back. This is my second time filming this intro. The first time I filmed this was 3 weeks ago. For this video, I needed to make 29 origami chickens, and I don't know why. I just kind of thought that, you know, I'd make 29 of these things, and then I'd just come back and make the video, so that didn't end up working out. I should not have dumped those on the floor, now I have to go pick them all up. I'll keep this short. This video is going to be about the history of kind of my experience in owning chickens. I'll tell you some of the major issues that I ran into across the years, and maybe you'll learn something and help you in your future endeavors with keeping your own chickens. For the 20 of you that are subscribed to this channel that are probably all related to me, I have an Instagram account for my art. This painting of a rooster right here, I did that. That one's not for sale, but it's I'll put it in the description. Thanks. All right, let's go. Hi, this is the house. I sectioned our yard off into 3 different sections. So this is our frontage area, and we have the back split into kind of 2. I'm gonna drop my first 2 chickens in, which were Leo and Muffin. We had them, oh sorry, this is the chicken coop. So we had them down here. This was our first setup. We had them in kind of a shed. Both of them ended up getting out of the coop, and they were in the same area as our dog, and our dog is not chicken friendly, so she ended up killing one of them, but the other one escaped. This one is no longer, and we ended up moving her over to the front yard. This is a good lesson. Make sure you supervise your pets when they're around chickens, because dogs, cats, you name it, they will go after them. We decided to get another one. That was Vanilla. Muffin ended up passing away. Vanilla, we ended up getting her a friend. This was Cookie. And then we decided we wanted to get another one, Jello. But before we were able to integrate her with the rest of them, she actually died. So we ended up keeping her in a cage, and it was the middle of summer, and she ran out of water, and she ended up having a heat stroke. Make sure that you know, you're aware of what's happening with your chickens, and you make sure that you don't end up letting the elements get to them. Next, we got Licorice. And Muffin was very protective of Licorice and ended up hurting Vanilla. So Vanilla we had in our house. We had her recuperating as we tried to heal her because she had a head wound, and then we tried to put her back out, but she ended up dying of old age anyway. But Licorice ended up dying of unknown causes. Sometimes chickens just, in my experience, they just kind of die. It's random, you can't predict it. So sometimes it just happens. So Cookie got lonely, so we decided to pick up some chicks. We raised them. This is our first time with chicks. We moved them out there. We brought 3 Buff Orpingtons, another Rhode Island Red, and 2 more Barred Rocks. They lived together. Cookie ended up getting sick, and she passed away from an infection in her crop. Hey there, future me to explain something that I completely neglected to go further into. So this big bulbous red thing is the crop. So basically food goes down the blue thing, or maybe the orange thing. It doesn't matter. It goes down one of those pipes when they eat, and into this thing. So this basically holds the food, and it slowly leaks into their digestive system. Basically, she ate something, either like a really long piece of grass or just something really too big, and it wasn't able to go through to her stomach. So it sat in this crop, and what it did was it caused a yeast infection, and because it couldn't unblock itself, it just fermented in there basically, and it caused her to get very, very sick. We've had a lot of interesting things with this this group of 6 that we've had. One of them ended up getting lice really bad. Not fun. And we've had to deal with egg eating before, which to deal with it we put mustard in a blown out egg. I might do a video on that. It's kind of tricky. So at this point we decided that we were going to upgrade our coop. We ended up taking and moving our coop down here. This point we had goats by this, so the dog ended up being confined to this yellow area. We moved all of the chickens down here, so they kind of had free range. They could go anywhere they wanted, pretty much all over the property, which was great. But unfortunately, we had 2 of our Buff Orpingtons mysteriously die. And then we lost our last Rhode Island Red to what we think was an egg laying issue. So now you see these are the currently older 3 chickens that we have. We went through a hatchery, and there's a bit of backstory behind this hatchery, but basically we ordered some of the golden laced Wyandottes, and they ended up sending us 9 silver laced Wyandottes. We ended up telling the company that they sent us the wrong ones, so you know what they did? They went ahead and well, they shipped us 8 more. A ridiculous amount of chicken. We ended up giving 5 to another person, so pretend this is where's the camera? It's right there. This is someone else's house. So these 4, with our rooster included, this is what the rooster looks like, they moved out into the coop with the rest of these. All of these birds ended up moving out. This is our 15 chickens right here. Next, there was an incident. So with these 5 chickens that we ended up giving away to a family member, 2 of them got eaten by a bobcat. So unfortunately, they could not keep these 3 anymore, so we ended up taking them back. This is where we are now. We have 18 chickens. It's crowded, but it's fine. They have pretty much free range of our entire property, so they don't have any lack of space. The space thing is not an issue, really. The bullying thing is a little bit of an issue. The rooster is getting a little bit crazy. We're gonna end up putting a what's called a peeking peeper. So they're actually called pinless peepers, and they clip onto the top of the beak, as you can see here, and basically they just make it so that they can't see straight in front of them, and make it really hard to attack other birds. He's not aggressive towards us, but he does get a little wild. Hopefully you learned something from this video, and if you have any questions, ask me in the comments. Thank you!